Hey, it's Rick Kettner here. Let's go over 9 ways that you can be productive during the coronavirus pandemic, even if you can't go to the office or work from home. I know that there are a lot of entrepreneurs out there that work in industries that are either on complete lockdown right now or are heavily dependent on customers that for one reason or another can't be served right now. So if that's you, this video will cover 9 things that you can do to move forward during this difficult time. And if you're looking for other tips on how to manage and grow your business in general, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and turn on notifications to get an alert when new videos are published in the future. Now, when it comes to dealing with this situation, the single most important thing that you can do is shift your mindset away from fear and uncertainty and instead to focus on things that you can do to move forward. So with that said, let's jump right into the list. First up, you can declutter your life and look for quick wins. If you're anything like me, you've got a growing list of things that you've been meaning to get to for a very long time. And now is one of the very best times to organize that list and start looking for quick wins. Tidy your home office, clear out your email inbox, update your website passwords, and take care of anything else that you've been postponing for a long time. Not only can this create positive momentum, but it can also free up a bunch of mental energy and prepare you for getting back to work. It's far better than spending the day endlessly watching the news, and this approach will set you up for being far more productive in the future. Next up, you can consider alternative ways to serve your customers. There's a very good chance that your customers are just as disrupted by your situation as you are, and they likely miss having access to your products and services, even if they don't have the time, money, or opportunity to enjoy them right now. So try to find ways to serve their needs with a new approach, or at very least, look for ways to maintain the relationship by enhancing their life in some meaningful way. For example, if you're in the restaurant industry and you can't serve or deliver food right now, consider creating or sharing practical recipes that your customers can make at home. Help them eat well and enjoy time with their families, even while they're unable to visit your restaurant. Or if you run a gym or do physiotherapy, consider sharing fitness advice by shooting simple videos with the camera in your smartphone. Whatever it is that you do, customers will almost certainly prefer your conventional approach once things return to normal. But in the meantime, you can create a lot of goodwill and even explore new business opportunities by finding ways to serve your customers during this difficult time. Next up, you can take time to think deeply about your business. The fact is, most of what we do on a daily basis is focused on the short term. Even if we're putting in crazy hours and we're taking care of our customers, these activities are often reactive or routine rather than strategic or intentional. So even if it feels like we're very busy at times, we aren't necessarily working on the most valuable or important things. So this downtime can be an incredible opportunity to reassess how we're spending our time and how we might change things for the future. It's an opportunity to break out of a rut, think about what is most important, and take our business to the next level in the future. So take some time to ask yourself questions like, what products, services, or clients generate the most value? What is your single most valuable activity in the business? And how can you double down on what is already working well? Of course, you can take this line of thinking in many different directions, but the point is, this is one of the very best times to do long-term thinking that would normally get pushed aside in favor of urgent or short-term work. And one example of long-term thinking or long-term strategy is the very next option, and that is, you can take the time to publish your knowledge to strengthen your brand. Now, I mentioned earlier that restaurants could share simple recipes and gym owners could share short fitness videos, but we can take that idea one step further. One of the single best things that you can do to strengthen your brand is to invest in publishing high-quality content for ongoing public consumption. So instead of just aiming to serve your existing clients, you can write articles, film videos, or even record a podcast to share your industry knowledge with a large online audience. This is known as content marketing, and whether your clients are consumers or other business owners, this is a powerful strategy for creating goodwill, building your brand, and attracting new customers. In fact, one of my favorite books on the subject is They Ask, You Answer by Marcus Sheridan. In the book, Marcus shares his own story of how his pool installation business was devastated by the 2008 financial crisis and how he turned to content marketing to build long-term value. It's a powerful story of how you can invest in the future and come out stronger than ever. So I recommend that you check it out if you're interested in following this strategy. Next on the list, you can develop a new skill to unlock future opportunities. There are many simple skills out there that can create new options for you and your business. Even just looking over the past few tips, it's really helpful to be able to edit basic videos, launch a simple website, or learn how to create engaging social media posts. So this is a great time to choose a new skill, one that can unlock new options for you and your business, and take the time to master it. Of course, it doesn't have to be something related to your business. You can pick up an instrument, learn how to cook, start a basic garden, or choose any other skill that you've always wanted to learn. And whatever you choose, you can share the experience with other family members during this downtime, which brings us to the next option. This is also a great opportunity to spend quality time with family and friends. Now, depending on your perspective, this might seem either obvious or possibly off topic. But the fact is, as entrepreneurs, we're often working long hours, and sometimes we're so busy that we don't get to spend quality time with family and friends. And of course, when this situation eventually gets resolved, I think it's safe to say that we're probably going to be busier than ever. So this is an incredible opportunity to spend quality time with family and friends, even if that means using Skype or FaceTime video to connect with them remotely. It's very rare to have time stand still like this, especially when you know that work will be busier than ever in the near future. So sometimes the right move is to just relax during a time like this, be there for the people that matter most, and recharge your battery in preparation for eventually getting back to work. So with that in mind, the next few options are going to be a little less time consuming. Number 7 is to develop a reading habit for personal growth. You can do this in as little as 10 to 30 minutes a day, and it's an opportunity to create a habit that can serve you for years to come. The fact is, reading is one of the most convenient and inexpensive ways to learn and grow. And if you have a smartphone or a computer, you can instantly buy and download ebooks or audiobooks. I recommend that you choose top-rated nonfiction books that either inspire or educate, as they can have a profound impact on both your business life and your personal life. If you're looking for book recommendations, I'll link some reading list videos in the description box below. But if you want more ideas, or if you're looking for a book related to a specific challenge or opportunity, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. But next up, another practical option, you can start a home exercise routine to stay in shape. Now is not the time to get lazy, put on weight, or let yourself go, because not only do you want to be healthy in case you get the coronavirus, but you're also going to need a lot of energy as this situation eventually gets resolved. That way, you can turn things around and get your business back up and running as quickly as possible. So between diet and exercise, this is an opportunity to get in great shape. So consider reducing sugars and look for a simple home exercise routine. You can find something on YouTube, or of course, you can download one of the many fitness apps that are available for your smartphone. Last but not least, I recommend that you use daily journaling to be more intentional. This is arguably the most important idea here, because when your daily routine has been completely disrupted, it's really important to be intentional about how you spend your time. And that starts with setting aside a few minutes each morning to get clear on what you intend to accomplish. In my opinion, a great journaling experience includes choosing a single must-do task for the day, listing out a few other optional tasks that you'd like to complete, and most important of all, listing out 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. It's very important to remain positive and to focus on all the things that are going well, especially in a time like this when it's so easy to focus on the negative. So take a few moments to write out 3 to 5 things that you might otherwise take for granted. Maybe it's a close friend, maybe it's a supportive family member, or maybe it's just the fact that you're alive right now and you're planning for the future. Whatever the case may be, it's really important to focus on the simple things. You don't need an expensive journal for this. You can use a simple document on your computer. But if possible, I do recommend that you write your journal out by hand, because there's something unique about slowing the process down and taking the time to physically write things out on paper. But of course, the most important thing is that you find a system that works well for you. Anyway, those are the 9 options. Let's quickly recap each of them. You can declutter your life and look for quick wins. Consider alternative ways to serve your customers. Take time to think deeply about your business. Publish your knowledge to strengthen your brand, develop a new skill to unlock future opportunities, spend quality time with family and friends, develop a reading habit to learn and grow, start a home exercise routine to stay in shape, or use daily journaling to be more intentional. Just keep in mind, you don't want to take on too many things all at once, so consider choosing 1 or 2 things that seem like a good fit for you and then give them a try. I hope they help you take back some control during this difficult period so that you can be more prepared for the future. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you have any questions or if you want to share other ideas for how we can be spending our downtime, please share them in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you want to get an alert when future videos are released. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.